Once upon a time, in the ancient kingdom of Dumdum, there reigned a wise and benevolent king named Zaza. His strength was matched only by his kindness, and his subjects revered him for both qualities. King Zaza had ruled for many years, and under his leadership, the kingdom flourished, but there was one treasure that King Zaza held even more dearly than his kingdom, the love of his beautiful wife, Queen Zigma. She was a vision of grace and charm, her tall figure draped in flowing silks, her skin as smooth as velvet. The king treasured her like a rare gem, and he guarded her with unwavering devotion. Queen Zigma's face remained veiled at all times. The people whispered about her beauty, but none had ever glimpsed it. The king forbade anyone from coming near her or attempting to unveil her delicate features. Her allure was a mystery, a secret shared only between them. One fateful day, war erupted between Dumdum and its neighboring kingdom. The drums of battle echoed across the land, and King Zaza knew he must lead his troops into the fray. But leaving Queen Zigma behind troubled him deeply. She was his heart, his strength, and he feared for her safety. The king pondered his dilemma, torn between duty and love. Taking her to the battlefield would be risky, a weakness that could be exploited by their enemies. Yet leaving her alone in the palace felt equally unbearable. In a moment of inspiration, King Zaza summoned his most trusted warrior, Dada. Dada was not only a fierce fighter but also a loyal friend. The king confided in him, sharing his plan. "Listen, my friend," King Zaza said, his voice low and urgent. "I must go to war, but I cannot leave Queen Zigma unprotected. I entrust her safety to you. Here is the key to her private chamber. If I do not return within 4 days, open the door, and she shall be yours." Dada's eyes widened in surprise, but he nodded solemnly. He accepted the responsibility, knowing the gravity of the situation. King Zaza mounted his horse and galloped toward the battlefield, leaving behind his beloved queen, veiled and waiting. Days passed, and the clash of swords and the cries of battle consumed the kingdom. The king fought valiantly, his heart torn between duty and longing. Meanwhile, Dada stood guard outside Queen Zigma's chamber, the key heavy in his pocket. On the 4th day, as the sun dipped below the horizon, a cloud of dust appeared on the horizon. King Zaza returned, weary but victorious. His heart raced as he approached the palace, eager to reunite with his queen, but before he could reach the chamber, he saw Dada sprinting toward him, breathless and wild-eyed. "What's wrong?" King Zaza asked. Alarmed, Dada gasped for air. "You gave me the wrong key," he blurted out. "I couldn't wait. I had to see her. And when I opened the door, there she was, the most exquisite beauty I've ever beheld." King Zaza's shock turned to amusement. "What? You didn't even wait for the promised 4 days?" Dada grinned, embarrassment coloring his cheeks. "Forgive me, my king. Love knows no patience." And so, in that moment, King Zaza realized that even the strongest warriors could be powerless against matters of the heart. He laughed, clapped Dada on the shoulder, and together they entered the palace. Queen Zigma awaited them, her veil still in place, her eyes shining with curiosity. From then on, the kingdom of Dumdum celebrated not only its victorious king but also the enduring love between King Zaza and Queen Zigma, a love that transcended veils, keys, and even the ravages of war. Their story became a cherished legend, whispered by storytellers across the land, reminding all that sometimes love defies even the best laid plans.